chain grocery stores limited office contact to limit the spread of COVID, they did away with office jobs. People got laid off, they got unemployed, and so every food line, every Publix, every Wegmans, every Trader Joe's, every grocery store you've ever heard of, they have what you would basically consider a dairy purchaser. And that person's job is to source milk for those stores, right? Whole Foods, it doesn't matter. Any grocery store you can name. And that person's job is to source products for the dairy sections. And that's who you go to. That's who we go to try to sell our product, to get it into the store. When COVID started, that was a job that they did away with. And that prevented people from getting contact in the office. And so the other thing what grocery stores started announcing was, we aren't going to take any new vendors until this thing's over. And that's been the biggest blow, the biggest challenge is we literally cannot market into them. I don't know how other states are. In Virginia, we finally just got mandates lifted, but the job force is slow getting back out there. I hope it comes back. I don't know what the climate is like around y'all. There is a for hire sign in every window in town. There's for hire billboards all along the road. People are offering bonuses just for coming in and taking a job. They're offering interview bonuses. I mean, it is absurd. It's something I have never seen. And I got a lot of comments through some of the posts as far as hate comments saying that, it's not that people aren't looking. If you're a bad manager or you're a bad employer, then people won't show up or they won't stay at jobs. It's not that. We can't even find people to fill out the applications. It's not that they get here and don't like us. We literally cannot find people to fill out applications. So that's been the challenge. And all that being said, getting into grocery stores has been very difficult. They're finally kind of starting to come back online. But we make a video talking about, this is the bridge in the bubble. We make a video talking about dairy farming, talking about the creamery, talking about the products. I made one a week or so ago talking about the donation program. I'm probably going to make another one. I don't want to continue to slam it in y'all's face because that's boring. It's not why y'all follow me in the beginning, but it is kind of in my mind. Y'all and me, we have started on this path, raising, I'm being honest with y'all, if we raise 10,000 of these milk subscriptions, it is going to keep us busy for a long time. It's going to provide jobs for a long time. It is going to donate 120,000 gallons of milk to families that need it. And I may have been hesitant to start it, and I definitely got kicked in the face when it happened. But I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm here for it now, and it's a goal now. It's something. It's something I want to see happen, and I think we have the capacity to make it happen. And honestly, y'all have inspired me to try to go out and make it happen. So I will make more videos about it. And the thing I cannot do is I can't share the videos. I can't comment. I can comment on them, but it doesn't count for the algorithm. What happens when those videos hit the algorithm? Let's say by some miracle of God that I post a video talking about milk subscriptions and trying to raise 10,000 and all the good it will do in the world and for the creamery and for this farm, and just all the great possibilities there. And it gets 50,000 views. That's awesome, and it has a chance. So one of those videos, a lady that works pretty high up in Publix actually saw one, and so that's what's on the end of that bubble. Hopefully, is a chance to actually have a long-term, buyer, a long-term contract that takes big volumes of milk. And that's what we need on the other side of that bridge. And that's where you guys come in. The very, very, very best thing you can do is watch those videos 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, come back to it, every couple hours, come back, watch it again. It sends the algorithm the signal that people want to see it, and it sends it out there into the world. You comment on it, it feeds the algorithm. If you share it, it feeds the algorithm, and that's the part that I can't do, and that is the thing. If I'm ever going to ask you guys to do something, oddly enough, I've given y'all information on the milk donation program. I've put my Venmo up, but I don't know that I've ever actually asked anybody to donate milk. And I'm not asking now. Have I ever asked y'all to send money or donate anything? And that's like a genuine curiosity for me. I don't think I have. I try to make it a point not to ask because I think there's so many other things in the world that need it. But I will ask you to share the information, because at the end of the day, that's the thing that helps the absolute very most. And y'all are so amazing that I just don't even have to ask. Which is cool, which is really cool. I just thought about that. So again, that's the biggest thing, and the amount of good that's come out of the last video I made, actually talking about the farm, reached around 400,000 people, which is amazing, guys. It's amazing. But just imagine if I've seen videos on TikTok that have hit 200 million, 100 million views, and it's like literally a person, lip syncing a song, or you remember the Sugar Crush guy got 200 million views because he lip synced Sugar Crush, Nick Luciano, and I've seen people, and I'm not trying to undercredit what they're doing. I'm not trying to undercredit what they're doing at all. It's amazing for them. I'm so happy for them. But just imagine how far and how much good it could do if a post about donating milk could get that kind of traffic. Just imagine what it could do if it got 1 million views, or what it could do if it got, I think the most viral video I ever had got like 6.7 million views, and that was what really kind of put me on the TikTok map, I guess. It's kind of what put the creamery on, as a bleep in Virginia for people to come visit. But just imagine the amount of people we could help with milk donation. Food banks would get involved because they had seen it, and we could reach more food banks, and we could reach more people in need, and hopefully people would see the creamery and enjoy the products, and maybe want to come take a job, and we could supply jobs to people that way, and maybe people would get a glimpse into what farming's like, and the struggles that the farmer goes through, not just us, but other farms as well. And just imagine all the things that it could do and could reach. So that's why I ask you, the biggest thing is just to share the videos and help kick them into the algorithm. That chicken math with the algorithm, yeah. I haven't hit a video. I mean, it's always like playing the Ronnie. I haven't hit a big video in a while. Well, that's all. It's all, I shouldn't say that. It's all in the scale of how you look at it. I haven't hit a video that had over 1 million views in a pretty good while. I think the last one was one that was about marriage advice, which, I'm happy for any of them to help anyone that needs it. My pre-K teacher enrolled in New York. My class would happily sponsor a cow. Can we adopt a cow, please? We are really looking into this adopt a cow thing, because a lot of people ask about it. Wudtok Tr. So I actually have I have the information to start advertising Wudtok on local radios. You ship and pay the shipping. We cannot sell ice cream, milk, or anything out of the state of Virginia, because we are only state inspected. And we are in the midst of beginning to get federally inspected, because it's going to become mandatory, but it takes a little over a year to do so. Hello, Prince George. Jameson wants to say hi, you guys. Up here, Jamie. You say hi, Jamie. You say hi. This is Jameson. Jamie. I don't know. Maybe Red will start an OnlyFans page. Ballpark, how much it is to feed a cow per month. I know feed costs change. So we actually look at feed costs per cow per day more so than we look at them in a month's time. A good metric to hang in is to keep it under. We typically like to keep it on the lower side of between $4 and $5 a day. Of course, as commodity prices go up, it's hard to continue to control that and work with the nutritionist to try to balance those things out. We also do not, so some people who live in the Corn Belt might say, oh man, that's incredibly high. We do not live in the Corn Belt, and so when we have to buy a load of soybean meal or canola meal or whatever we have to buy, we have to pay to truck it a pretty good long ways. And so that, that adds to the cost of what it's costing us to feed cows. We also live in a state that is drought prone, and so we end up having to buy a fair amount of grain corn every once in a while too. But in the last, and I can get you better figures on this, but if I had to ballpark it, I'd say in the last 4 months, it's probably gone from, we were a little closer to that $4 side to where, my timer's going off. I see so many people telling me to go to bed. Y'all knew it had been an hour. I'd say it's probably pushing $7 a cow right now. Yeah, somebody just said $3 a bushel in 2020 and $7 in 2021. I mean, that's how much corn's gone up. I would say our ration right now, and we're trying to keep it cheap, feeding brewer's grain and more silage and less what we call concentrates. We looked into supplying schools when we first started. The thing about schools, because schools are publicly funded, they always go with the cheapest version of whatever they can get, which is, why school food is not typically very good. And because we actually set the price on a gallon of milk so that we don't lose money when we make it, we couldn't get any school contracts. And they wanted it in, you have to have pretty specialized bottling equipment actually to be able to bottle it into the cardboard cartons that schools like to use. And it's another expense to put those in, and it had to be extraordinarily cheap, and it was cheaper. We would have lost. I mean, I think they sell those things, like their bid is like 20 cents per those little half pint cartons, and man, we figured it out and put pencil to paper, and I don't think we can make them for like any less than 30 cents, and so. So I'll tell you what, all right, this is the last thing. I'm going to put 5 more minutes on my timer. We talked about this a little bit today between Hugh, Brittany, and I. And what we really kind of got to talking about was how much good the milk subscription actually does when you really sit down and think about it. Because in 1 week's time, you guys, this was as of Monday, I haven't figured it out today. You guys purchased 30,000. Let me say that number one more time. 30,000 gallons of milk to go to families in need in 1 week's time. And, we knew that program was there, and we knew that we donated milk. Last year, I had figures on our milk donations. Last year, we donated right around 9,000 gallons of milk on our own program. I've said it a few times. If you're new in the live, maybe you don't know. We, for every 10 gallons we bottle, we donate 1. So if 10 people come to the store and buy a gallon of milk, that's not actually how it works. The way we track it is we track how many, like when we do a bottling run, we know how many gallons of milk went to that bottling, and we don't decide just because it's sold in a gallon jug that counts as a gallon of milk sold. If we process 2,000 gallons of milk on a Monday, then we know that we need to go ahead and donate 200 gallons of milk on that week's donation run. Or it may be that the donation run's only every other week, however it's set up. So maybe 400 gallons is going somewhere the next week. So we take what we actually process, and then we take 10% of that and we bottle it and donate it. because as a business model, when we first set up, we just really wanted to be, involved with our community, making our community better. And that's the way we decided to go about it. We've never been rich people. We don't have a lot of money to donate to the community around us, but we do have milk. And so that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to give milk to people in need. Yes, we do multiple food banks, and one thing we don't do a lot of work with, but we do some, is like a Feed More. We started out with Feed More, and we didn't know that Feed More actually charges a little bit to the people it distributes products out to. So we tried to stay away from big it's almost like I don't know what you would call, what category, I'm sorry, I'm going to sneeze. Holding it. What you would call a food bank in that idea. It's like a food distributor that sells down to other food banks, if that makes sense. And so we started just kind of dealing with the food banks directly, because then they didn't have to buy that milk. It was like a true donation. But yes, we do multiple food banks, and the food banks have the capacity to handle the donations. But the thing Brittany, Hugh, and I were talking about, that I set my timer for a few more minutes, if we were to make a weekly subscription that didn't have an end, so right now the biggest donation you can buy is that 12-week subscription. If we were to actually have a donation that was literally just every week you were charged $5.30 for a gallon of milk that went to a food bank, would anybody buy it? And we talked about, if that actually just became kind of a part of our business model over the next few years, till we can kind of, get past the COVID hump and get into the stores we need to get into, and keep things going. Absolutely. You would do a weekly donation. So you'd buy 1 gallon at $5.30 a week, and it would go to a family, and you would be totally happy with that. Buy a couple gallons a week. All right, well, I'm going to get with Art Grammy tomorrow. If you guys don't know, Art Grammy was in the lab a little bit earlier. I'm not sure if she's still in here. Yes, I post on how to step-by-step. Whoa, who has the step-by-step video? Oh, thank you, Tara. I will be duetting that video very soon. All right, I'm going to talk to Art Grammy, see what she thinks about it, because the donation program is her brainchild, and I'm just not going to go around her to do that. I'm going to make sure that she's okay with it, because it's something she came up with. And then and check with Coley and see if that's something we can put on. You'd like the option to pay it once for several months. We can do that too. So right now, the way you buy the 12-week subscription, you can either buy it upfront, or you can buy it, it'll just $5.30 every week. I think we actually did the subscription. We actually bumped the price down to $5, made it come out to an even 60. So you can actually do the milk subscription either way right now. But I'll talk to them about making one that just runs until you cancel it. It'd be automatic. It'd be a recurring purchase, and it would just be done. So does anybody in here have like I don't have any monthly subscriptions. I know people buy those subscription boxes. You know what I'm talking about? That like I've seen wine boxes. You can get you can purchase wine box, or you can purchase. I know some people do like Scotch boxes. I'm going to bed. This is my last thing. I'm going to bed. I won't start any more questions. And like Hulu. Yes, it just automatically takes it out. It would be like that. Adopt a cow from Canada. We are actively talking about trying to figure out how to do the like a HelloFresh box. Actively talking about how to do the until you cancel it. If you want to cancel it, you cancel it. Teens and I cancel. That works best for me. Okay. Well, I'm going to talk to to Coley and to Art Grammy tomorrow. I am getting all the go-to-beds. Y'all are absolutely right. I do need to go to bed. You'll cancel the Netflix. No, don't cancel the Netflix. I don't want you to cut anything out of your life. But if it's something you want to give to, Yes, I know the adopted cow, and we're trying to figure it out. Um, the adopted cow and the best way to do it so that you actually are getting something in return for it. I'm going to go to bed because my amazing moderators and amazing people that are in here every night and send me to bed are telling me it's time. And y'all know I will just sit here jibber jabbering all night long. Um, Before I go, though, I do want to thank y'all one more time. Um, I am scared to stop moving because once I stop moving, I am sure that all of this is going to catch up with me. Um, and I hope when I do, it catches up with me. And I hope by the grace of God, the right words come down for me to convey the gratitude that is in my heart to you guys. Because it's just to say that it has changed things for us in the last week is an understatement. I mean, somebody asked us about the cows. Where we had it in our mind that we had to have space sold down and probably have the cows sold before the end of this week, and we met and talked about it today, and we're going to stave that off for at least 3 months and feel comfortable doing it, just because of the amount of milk donations that came in 1 week. And so that is all a testament to you guys and how amazing all of you are. And there's just not enough love in my heart to tell you how much I appreciate it. So you guys have a great night, and you continue to be awesome. And I'm going to go to bed, and I'm going to wake up and do it again tomorrow. And I'm going to go live again tomorrow night, and I'm going to try to get somebody off of this list, and so we can talk to them and ask them questions and everything. And talk to them about Wudtok and hopefully keep building interest and just have a good time with everybody. I love you guys. Y'all have a great evening. I'll see y'all tomorrow.